Hi guys, I'm recording this quickly before I go to work. I recorded a video for the second Sunday in Advent, and it was all about St. Nicholas because it was just St. Nicholas's day. Like, how did this Greek bishop from the 300s turn into ho ho ho? And I had a lot of information and pictures and all sorts of stuff, and the file corrupted. I'm trying to get this thing to upload at midnight last night, and then I said, forget it. So we're a day late and maybe $1 short. And I'm going to put links below if you're interested in finding out about who St. Nicholas actually was, plus all different customs for St. Nicholas Day around the world, which is really cool. I'll put a link to 2 sites. One is focused on Nicholas, and the other one is from Coca-Cola, because Coke has a big connection to Santa as we know him. So you can follow both those links. There's also a link to a story my daughter wrote that I highly recommend for those of you out there watching who are fantasy nerds like myself, Lord of the Ring nerds. And it is a comedic story about when the High Elves made war on Santa's workshop elves. So that's all below. As far as the St. Nicholas Day customs, I'm just going to relay one of them that I talked about in that corrupted video, because I think this is really cool, and you can do this all through the Advent and Christmas season. Normally, the tradition for St. Nicholas Day is for the kids to put out their shoes, and then St. Nicholas comes and fills them with candy, and that's on December 6th. But there's one family that talked about a custom in their area, and I really, really liked it. Bake a plate of cookies for your neighbor. And have the kids, and if you don't have kids, you can do it yourself, cut out a paper snowflake, and you put it with the cookies, put a blank piece of paper with it. And in honor of St. Nicholas, who is known for giving to the poor or giving to other people, you give them the plate of cookies. And their instructions are, they'll eat those cookies, they'll make a new batch of cookies, or buy them if they're not handy with the oven. They'll take that blank piece of paper, they'll make a snowflake, leave another piece of paper, and give it to the next neighbor. And between December 6th and Christmas Day, everybody's going to have paper snowflakes in their window. And that's kind of a sign about how the neighborhood came together and made cookies for each other. And I just thought that was such a cool thing. It won't work in every neighborhood, but if you have that kind of block or that kind of neighborhood where people, do things together, even if you don't, you could try it. You make the plate of cookies, you make the snowflake, and you ask them to pass it on. And everybody puts their snowflake in the window. Now, isn't that cool? There's tons of other traditions. You can click the links below to find them. Hopefully next week for my 3rd Sunday of Advent, I'll have a more complete and non-corrupted video. And I'll close, if I can still find the footage for it uncorrupted, with our Advent wreath that we lit yesterday. Okay. Bye-bye. See you next week, or when I get my next box. Bye-bye. I don't know if that first candle's going to make it through all 4 weeks.
So, God of light, stir up our hearts and come, make us ready for the coming of your Son, Jesus. As we gather around our family wreath, we remember God's promise to always be with us. We know you are here, good and gentle God, and we thank you for loving us. We ask this in the name of Christ, your Son, and our brother. Amen.
Amen.